Ooh, welcome back everybody. It is finally time to take on the boss of this whole area. So let's get to it. If you've been following along, quickest way is out here. Feel free to take this guy on or just run past him. I always like to clear the way. Ugh. Let's get rid of this crow. Coming up to take this guy on yet again. And now. Oh. So notice again, if you do pull off a visceral but get hit in the process, just dash forward as fast as you can and start mashing that attack button. You should be able to pull it off, and if you do, you should get all your health back. Alright, we are going to activate this Henriette summon, but before we do that, again, I like to clear the area out because I want my summons to be at the maximum health when we start the boss fight. And so in order to help that along, I want it to fight as little as possible between the summon point and the boss itself. Alright, let's see if I can continue this string of parries. Nice. Oh, that was close. Alright. Sweet, and that one dropped blood vials, so now I can sneak up on these two guys again. Do the R2 charge. Take a step forward so that we make sure we get that backstab. And then quietly walk across so we don't pull the giant. And take out this guy. And now I'm going to try to take on that giant again because I think our summons will aggro it if we don't. So I'm going to try to stick to its left-hand side because that makes it a little bit easier to get it to swing over my head. Just make sure you're, again, not walking too far because his swing is so wide that it can actually come back around and hit you on the rebound. Ow. I got stuck there. Stuck on the wall. Alright. And really the main reason I did that was because I knew this person would drop quicksilver bullets. And since I've been gun parrying all these people, I love just the stream of red coming down the wall. I needed to pick some more up. Now, there's 2 more enemies between us and the boss, but they're actually kind of difficult. You can see them up there. They are another of these, I forget what they're called, chapel dwellers, I think is what those Ghostface killer looking things are called. But they've got these little like strange V-shaped crosses, and those deal frenzy damage. I think this is our first instance of frenzy. No, because I talked about bleed damage before. It works the same as bleed damage from Dark Souls, where if your frenzy gauge builds up all the way, then you take a humongous chunk of damage all of a sudden. Anyway, the point of all this is I like to go ahead and summon Henriette, even though there's 2 more enemies. I like to clear out everybody except those 2, Because those two are slightly more difficult, to the point where I think it is actually worth summoning Henriette. She might take some extra damage, but I think it's worth it. And as always, if you've ever played any of these types of games, you gotta wait. Any of these FromSoft games. Wait for the summons to get to you. Okay. And there's two of them, but you can do them one at a time if you're slow. There we go. So come back down. The other one is at the top of this other set of stairs right in front of the door. And sweet, now we got full stuff again. Ah. Alright. So, this boss now. You can go and open the door, it just doesn't pull immediately. It is Vicar Amelia, and she is kind of similar to the Cleric Beast in that it's just a giant beast-like creature. Very wide swings, very big attacks, deals a lot of damage. This is why Henriette is so good in this, because the strategy here really is to just kind of let her take over as you kind of pedal around to the side of Amelia, to the back of Amelia, and put in pot shots. And for this, we're going to stick with the Hunter Garb, I think. Yep. But we're going to use that trick about the Flame Sprayer and the Bone Marrow Ash to make this quite a bit easier. So equip Bone Marrow, equip the Flame Sprayer in the Hunter Torch slot. We can actually, let's organize this whole thing. So this being a large beast, it's also good to use our oil urns and Molotovs. That makes this easier. We're not going to need pebbles, but we are going to need a numbing mist. She has this move later on, like when she's past 60% health, where she can kind of do a prayer and it heals her. So numbing mist, if you throw it at her and it hits her, like a Molotov, it'll prevent healing for, I'm not exactly sure the length of time. It feels like 7 to 10 seconds maybe. It's a good clip. And it's hard to tell when it's active and when it's not active. There's a very faint white mist emanating from her. That's how you know the numbing mist is active, but it's hard to kind of tell when that dissipates. So I just kind of, every like 10 to 15 seconds, I'll throw another numbing mist. She doesn't heal all that often either, so you don't have to make sure that she is numbed 100% of the time. It's fine to go some amount of time without it active. And then for backup, we'll put on the fire paper for if I run out of bone marrow, or if I run out of bullets, and I run out of Molotovs and she's still alive, we'll put the fire paper onto our saw cleaver, and that'll make it very good against beasts, which is what she is. Beasts are weak to fire and serration, I think I've mentioned before. And yeah, I think that's the plan. Other than that, we'll just kind of let Henriette take the aggression and kind of do our thing. So equip Bone Marrow Ash. Oop, wrong. There we go. Get the saw cleaver, get the flame sprayer. And let's do this. Oh, and I might also want to, yeah, I'll go ahead and do this too. I'll hit up to get 5 extra Quicksilver bullets so I can really take advantage and then heal up. Take advantage of the flame sprayer. Just keep on marching forward until you get a cutscene. Alright, and after a hideous transformation, there she is. Yeah, wait for Henriette to kind of catch up. She can lunge. I mean, she's got all the things. She doesn't have a whole lot of moves right in back of her, but she has some. The one you really want to watch out for, here, let me do that and start flame spraying. Yep. Is she can grab. That's the biggest issue. Oh. But all you want to do is keep your health up. Activate the flame sprayer, or bone marrow, sorry. Do this, kind of stick to the back of her. If you get hit, just heal. If you pull her aggression, then just wait for it to lose it again. Let's Bone Marrow Ash one last time. Do this. Oh, that hurt. Alright, now I'm just gonna waste the rest of my Quicksilver bullets on her. You can break her limbs, just like with the Cleric Beasts. Oh. Heal. So you notice she's already at half health, which actually, on that topic, I might want to go ahead and throw a Numbing Mist. There we go. And continue with our plan here. Uh-oh. Just keep your distance, keep your health up. Yeah, there was a good shot of the Numbing Mist you saw coming off of her. Alright, almost out of bullets. And there we go. So what I'm gonna do, yep, see, Numbing Mist is still on, so we'll do an Oil Urn. She can freak out like that too. And a Molotov. Then we'll do a Numbing Mist, because it looks like it's off. Nope, missed. Try it again. There we go, that hit. And then another Oil Urn. And then a Molotov. Oh, that missed. Yeah, that one hit. And then I'll keep doing Molotovs. Oh, Henriette died. That's not good for us at all. Because now this just got way harder. And then we'll Fire Paper. And try to finish her off. Oh, that was helpful. Just mash that button. Don't get too greedy, because you can definitely just straight up die. Yeah, there's the grab. You saw the grab right there. Uh-oh. Back up. Don't get too greedy now. It's very easy. Yeah, see, she could have just easily killed me instantly right there. So let's... Oh my goodness. So let me Numbing Mist up. Heal. Heal. Back up. It's Numbing Mist. There we go. Equip Fire Paper in case it dissipates. And now we'll... Okay, yep, see there. She's trying to heal. Perfect. Come on. Yes. Got a little bit unlucky because Henriette got cornered a little bit and just looks like she got staggered and just died immediately. But we did it. We get our trophy. So there's how we can do that. Just stay calm. Use all your Quicksilver bullets on the Flame Sprayer. You can even upgrade it too if you want before this fight. What else was there? Yeah, keep your distance. Use all of your resources. Noticed I was not hesitant to waste a Molotov. I was just sitting here kind of mashing the button. And we get the gold pendant, which we can immediately use in our inventory to get a quite nice gold blood gem, which increases damage against beasts, which is a good little backup for the saw cleaver, because this is going to end up being our main beast killer. We can light the lantern, but before we leave, make sure you come and touch this glowing skull, because that unlocks a door forward in the storyline. So after that quick cutscene, now we can head out. And if you happen to have the Old Hunters DLC, which I'm going to be covering later in this walkthrough, then after beating Vicar Amelia, you get a gift from the messengers, which doesn't do anything explicitly, but acts as kind of a key to get to the DLC. So with that in hand, we can sell some things. If you have any Numbing Mist left, you can sell the rest. I don't think we're going to ever use it. If it's still equipped, you have to unequip it. So actually, let me go through and equip the Pebble. And equip Fire Paper in the second slot, and then I can unequip that. I think that's all I want. So sell that. And I think we want to keep everything else. How many twins? We only have 2 twins. You need 3 for your next upgrade. Remember, it always goes 3, 5, 8, and then it upgrades to whatever the next level is. You've got bloodstone shards, twin bloodstone shards, blood chunks, and then the last one is a blood rock. So you need 3 of those, and then 5, and then 8, and then 3 of these, and then 5, and then 8, and then 3 chunks, and 5, and 8, and blah blah blah. Okie dokie. Nope, keeping all that. Keeping all that. Keeping all that. Okay. So there's that. Let's see if we can... I just realized we can't fortify anything. Do I need to repair anything? Nope. Do I want to change up this? I think I do, because even though the gold blood gem, if you just look at it at face value, decreases our physical attack slightly, but it increases our attack against beasts by 12.6%, which is a good chunk. So I like to go ahead and equip that. Alright, let's also go ahead and put the torch back in place of the flame sprayer. We don't need to change our armor up at all. We don't have any cold blood to pop, so let's just level up.
Welcome. What is it? Very well.
And let me take a look at where we're at.
The echoes become. Let me stand close.
Level 39, so there's 20, there's 30, that was level 39, so we need to do a vitality here. And then, believe it or not, our very first skill is at level 41. Again, there's some strength and skill sprinkled throughout here to ensure that we have the correct stats needed to equip certain weapons right at about the time we get those weapons, if not earlier. Depending on how well you do.
Farewell, good mate.
Alright, so with all of that, is there anything else we need to do? I don't think so. So what we're gonna do is head back to the cathedral ward, I believe, right? Before you do that though, you want to make sure you do one thing. If you do not already have underneath 15 insight, you need to get that number down. You want to make sure before we get into the next area, known as Hemwick Charnel Lane, that you have less than 15 insight, because one of the secret properties of insight is some little tiny things happen the more insight you have, one of which being, in this next area specifically, an entirely new set of enemies will appear if you have 15 or more insight. And so to make things as easy as possible, you can get those enemies to not even spawn whatsoever if you go below 15 insight. So what I would do if you fit that bill is buy the Henrik armor set, which I'm actually going to go ahead and do now. We're going to need it eventually, so I'll go ahead and buy it. It costs 6. As long as you stay above 0 insight, you should be fine. So even if you go all the way down to 1, it's not too big of a deal. It dictates how many times you can summon NPCs. And note that we do have 13 Madman's Knowledge. Each one counts as an insight. So every time you go to summon an NPC for a boss, it takes 1 insight. So if you have been finding that you're dying a lot at these bosses, maybe you want to save up some insight, but again, as long as you have less than 15. And there's no rush on buying the Henrik's armor set. I just like to get it done so that I don't have to worry about it. I can forget about it. It just gives you our best bolt defense, and we're not going to come across any bolt for a long time, so no rush. With that all being said, let us head to, I think the fastest way is the Cathedral Ward. So let's do it. Alright. We will continue to the next area in the next part, so until then, stay safe.